Good morning, it's TR back with another truck camper restoration video. Today we're going to get this thing painted. I actually started sanding on September 1st and I put the last coat of paint on October 7th. Now admittedly I did have 3 different rain delays in there that cost me 9 days total. And then there were several days it was too cool to paint. And then there was waiting for this or that. Anyway, we got it painted and man, did it turn out amazing. I mean, the surface is really smooth. There's a little bit of orange peel in it. That's to be expected. I'll brush you loose here and let you take a close-up look, but you're gonna see that it just turned out amazing. I mean, look at the quality. So you're getting a little sneak peek right now at what's to come. I've already started putting things back together. I got the ladder on, got some doors installed. Again, I'm waiting for parts. I cut myself short on butyl tape. Sanding, what can you say about sanding? I'm just going to show you some time lapse here and I'll just narrate over it because it's sanding. Alright, I mean, I started with 150 and I kind of flipped back and forth between 150 and 220. And I went around and I tried to scuff up all of the surfaces as best I could. The issue is that when you're sanding down inside the valley, remember this is called mesa siding, and so you have the mesa and then the valley, the valley and then the mesa. But when you're trying to sand down in that valley, you're not going to paint off these high corners on the mesa. So everything that was bare metal I hit with bare metal primer. Plus the sanding was a little boring, so I probably procrastinated a little bit on the sanding, but I was kind of waiting for the perfect weather, and like today would have been perfect to do paint. Not a breath of wind in the air hardly. Right temperatures. It's a little chilly, but it would warm up here pretty quick. I'm just getting through my last little bits of sanding and scuffing. I've got a gray 3M pad here. I've got some 220 sandpaper. Doing little hand sanding, scuffing the whole surface. I'll come back, I'll wipe everything off. I mean, there's nothing to this, you know. You just go around and just kind of scuffing the surface. Really what you're doing is smoothing it. This is just not up to my standards, so I'm just gonna taper this out a little better. Oh yeah, that's much better. There's a big bump right here anyway, from a big crease that was in the siding I couldn't get out. And we'll come back and we'll spot right there. I thought I was done with the major sanding, but my OCD got the best of me again. But I figure I'm gonna have to look at this. It's gonna drive me crazy, so I'm just gonna touch it up. I got some 220 on the DA. I need a mask. I need some glasses. Come on. Well, this little pad just made it, but it was getting pretty thin. But I did go around, I have scuffed all the surface down, now I gotta wipe it all down. Alright, I made the command decision. I am not going to put a second coat of primer on this. It is perfectly primed. Alright, I got my Graco Project Painter out. I'm going to get this thing primed. I like to use a little bit of water to get it primed. Pull this over here. Put it in there. Let's see. Doesn't it figure, now that I've got everything ready, the surfaces are too hot. I mean, you know, I look up here, 103, 111, so the metal's too hot. I'm gonna have to wait. I'll leave things set up, it won't hurt anything. Maybe it'll cool off and the wind won't blow. They're calling for high winds tonight, but we'll keep our fingers crossed, and then hopefully we can get out and maybe spray. If not, we'll do it in the morning as soon as this metal gets above 60 degrees. I think it's at 50. Just a minute. Yeah, so the application range is 50 to 90. I don't know, let's see if I can you see this if I come in here like this? Well, that's right at the top. 108. Okay, well, best laid plans. We'll be back. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me that thumbs up. I always appreciate that. Lots of videos still to come, so be sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell. But that'll do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Till we get together for another truck camper restoration video. Peace.